𝐶 Well, how much has happened since I saw you last? I'm sure the tales you could spin are at least as long as mine. When news of the monster army came, we marched at dawn the next day. We were joined by the Tğians and Corinthians, and word came that the Thebans were already there. We arrived in time to stand and gaze out from these walls here when the first wave of beasts came into view. If you had asked me when we were in Sparta if I would ever stand guard before the walls of our old enemy, I would have laughed at you. But here we are. What a battle. The enemy host crossed these fields at dusk. The Greeks, united, formed a lethal wall of spear and shield. From behind, our archers rained death upon the enemy. But there were so many monsters, so many. We barely won. And some say this was only because their mysterious general disappeared as the sun set. There are times I am filled with the deepest doubt. These are dark times. I was raised from boyhood to fight, but I was never prepared for the chaos and hopelessness we now face. All of us. General Leonidas does not deserve the blame he puts on himself. Most of our enemy have fallen, and while small groups of these creatures still charge our lines, towns and villages elsewhere are burning. Most of our enemy have...
Ah, it's you again. Still alive. I am lucky to be here myself. I thought we Spartans could stop this nightmare on our own. I was a fool. In our pride, we refused help from our Greek brethren, and Sparta suffered a great loss to the monsters. A soldier knows only attack, but I must be more than a soldier. I must be a warrior, and learn to temper my pride. It has become clear that the Spartans must unite with all Greeks if we are to stand a chance against these monsters. I cannot make heads or tails of the oracle's prophecy, but your deeds in Parnassus are worthy of a hero's song. This Telchine you speak of must be the leader of the horde that attacked us. At the height of the battle, he disappeared, giving us the chance to drive the monsters back. I've heard reports of skirmishes within the city walls. I cannot spare a runner. Would you investigate? I shall not be made a fool again. At least not by the same enemy. If monsters have breached these walls, you would be of more use behind these gates. If monsters have breached these...
Oh, Muse, I sing now of a mountain nymph named Maia, and how with Zeus she bore a son named Hermes. Thus was born the swiftest god, fleet of foot with sandals winged, patron god of travelers and boundaries, of shepherds and of thieves. Hermes, who leads the dead to Hades, and who has often aided heroes in their tasks. When Maia gave birth, lying in a cave in Mount Selene, she took the infant in her arms and quickly fell asleep. The bright-eyed infant Hermes, seeing that she slept, crawled from her arms and then ran to Thessaly. He found the pasture where Apollo's sacred cattle grazed, forbidden to any but their owner. The infant Hermes stole some cows and hid them well away. He slaughtered one and took its gut, and with an empty tortoise shell constructed the first lyre. The fleet-foot god then ran back home and wrapped himself back in his mother's arms. But Apollo appeared, angrily claiming Hermes had stolen his cattle. It was then that the infant took the lyre and began to play, and the lyre's sweet sound directly charmed Apollo, god of music, and he relented in his anger. He saw the lyre, and his desire for it was so great, he offered to let young Hermes tend his cattle in exchange for the instrument. And so the first, but not the last of Hermes' mischief came to no ill end. They say that Hermes invented the panpipes next and traded them for the traveler's staff he always carries. They say that Hermes invented the...
At your service. I keep goods safe.
What I'd like to know is, why did they come here, to Athens? Was it our wealth? I'll tell you what worries me. We drove them back from Athens, but what about our farms? All of Athens must be fed. Tell me this, what will the monsters do if they take Greece? It will become a wilderness. No philosophy, no poetry, no vineyards or olive orchards. Utter tyranny. Well, not everything is bad. Goods are selling well. Only what do I do when my stocks run low? By boat, you say. Fine, but they're in short supply. They cost a fortune. Well, I can thank Athena that I'm inside these walls and not out there. Well, I can thank Athena that I'm inside.
Hail, warrior. I have the finest goods in Athens. You will find none better. So long.
Once I sell everything I've got, I'm setting sail for some island that's never seen a monster. Milos or Icaria. No more?
The best of human nature shows when united by a common threat. Have you noticed this? With the monster scourge upon us, old rivals help protect each other. Without it, we'd return to petty differences. Yes, I am a philosopher. My greatest love is to ponder the nature of humanity and of this mortal world. You are a warrior seasoned in battle. Tell me, do you think bravery is what chases out fear? Or can fear and bravery share equal portions of a man's heart? What is it in fear that disarms a man? They say that these monsters do not flinch or flee as humans do. Do they know the taste of fear? Are they braver than we are? Or are they mere beasts beneath cowardice and bravery both? I know much, but the cause of the monster scourge is beyond my understanding. I know much, but the cause...
Kairos is almost mad with panic, but what he says seems to be true. Dark magic conjured beasts upon the Acropolis. We are fighting our way up there now. There are storerooms and catacombs beneath the Acropolis. You will find the entrance in the Parthenon. There are storerooms and catacombs.
I beg of you, please help. Our leader is besieged by monsters in the catacombs under the Acropolis. If he dies, then the rest of the world may suffer the same fate. Please, go beneath the Parthenon. Save him quickly! The Telkine summoned minions and sent them into the catacombs, then vanished. But I knew what they were after. You can't let them break through that door! Beneath the Parthenon. He's down there, at the bottom. Please, you must stop them. The catacombs. Please, they've gone after him. The catacombs. Please.
Those shields are doubly reinforced. Farewell!
A caravan is what you need, eh? Goodbye! What can I hold? Athena guard you. At your service. I keep goods safe.
Welcome. So long.
By now, before I get out of Athens. Goodbye, then.
the finest goods in Athens. Athena guard you.
What I'd like to know is, why did they come here?
Kairos is almost mad with passion.
What can I hold? Athena guard you.
Thank you for saving Phaedrus. Why didn't you speak with him? Return to the catacombs. Please, go back and speak with Phaedrus. Please, go back and speak.
Kairos is almost mad with panic.
What I'd like to know is, why did they come here?
Welcome. Good day.
Please buy something. Buy everything.
Goodbye, then.
By Hermes and Isis both, welcome! Goodbye!
Mysterious warrior, by saving my life you have done more than you know. I lead the Order of Prometheus in Athens. We are an ancient order, charged with the safekeeping of the mortal realm. What you have heard is true. The force behind these monsters is a powerful being, a lesser titan known as a Tဃᴇ. The Titans are an ancient race of gods, much older than Zeus and his brethren. They once had absolute power. All creatures followed their rule. Eventually, the gods created humans and gifted us with intelligence. We defied the Titans on many occasions, and they were determined to destroy us. The gods resisted, refusing to let their greatest creation be destroyed, and a great war ensued. It seemed as though the Titans would triumph. However, a few bold warriors and heroes aided the gods. They banished the Titans to a nether realm. We believed that all the Tဃᴇs were banished with them. It seems we were wrong. The Tဃᴇ is now bound for Knossos on the Isle of Crete. We fear that he plans to destroy a sacred artifact, which we have guarded for ages. This artifact keeps us in contact with the godly realm. If it is destroyed, there's no telling what will happen. You have to stop him. Go to the docks here in Athens. You will find an agent of our order who will arrange your passage to Crete. Hurry! The fate of the world is in your hands. We must act quickly. There is no telling what will happen if the Tဃᴇ reaches this artifact. Thank you, young warrior. I see great promise in you. The Order of Prometheus thanks you for your great service. Do humankind one more, and stop the Tဃᴇ in Crete. Please, warrior, hurry! You must stop the Tဃᴇ. Please, warrior, hurry! You...
Kairos is almost mad with panic, but what he said...